Bad North is a little indie game by the studio Plausible Concept. I sort of stumbled across it on the PlayStation Store and I thought I'd give it a little bash. And I was actually surprised how much fun I had considering it's quite a basic premise and I actually got a little bit addicted to it. So the premise is you have these little islands with little buildings on them and you have troops of men which are limited and you have to defend from incoming waves of enemy troops. You then hop from island to island, defending each one, and they get progressively more difficult as the storm behind you pushes you further and further right across the map, kind of like Fortnite forces you into the middle of the circle. Along the way, you'll recruit different leaders, and they have different traits, and with the coins that you earn from completing the missions, you can upgrade your troops and give them specific abilities, changing their classes, which gives you certain bonuses for certain types of things. The maps get more increasingly difficult as you come up against tougher opponents who also have different classes. You then have to work out how many leaders it's going to take you to defeat each map, and you end up kind of gambling on how thin you can spread your troops without losing an island. It does put a bit of jeopardy in because if you lose the island, you don't get another go of it, and if your leaders get killed, then you just lose that warband and you're down a garrison. So gambling with the lives of your troops is actually a big gamble. As you can see, it's really basic. The gameplay is simple and you just sort of have to strategize and put your troops in the right places. But as it gets more difficult, the tension builds. And the same as like other games, you just sort of have one more round or one more island and then you end up playing like another 3 without realizing how long you've been on there for. I also like the way the enemy boats come in. It sort of gives me that feeling of Osgiliath on Lord of the Rings when the orcs are attacking in the night on the boats and it's all misty, but maybe that's just me. Now don't get me wrong, there isn't an awful lot of depth on this. After like a few hours of playing it, you'll get a bit like repetitive because it is technically the same thing over and over again. But the goal of upgrading your troops and finding the best balance of archers, pikemen and soldiers is quite addictive, and you've got to try and work out what is best for that map and the best troops to use on it. Also, you can get items like mines and the Philosopher's Stone, which gives you more coins when you complete the map. But outside of that, it is just basically a real-time strategy game. But in fairness, it's not trying to be anything special. The combat is basic, the graphics are basic, and the premise is basic. But it has a little charm to it, and with it being included with my PS Plus, I was just glad to play something different and not something quite intense as the normal games that I play. I did really enjoy it, but you're not going to have endless hours of fun on it because, like I said, it is pretty basic. And for that reason, I give it a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching.